Thanks for tuning in today. I decided to do a video highlighting the Stampin' Up! Stencils that are found in the Definitely Decorative catalog that they put out along with the decor elements. But the stencils are in the back of the catalog. They have many purposes. You can design, and there's a gorgeous example in the catalog. Beautiful wrapping paper, either on white wrapping paper or also the parcel mailing paper that's so beautiful, the brown. It's gorgeous with the chocolates and golds. But you can also use them to make a pretty card, which I did for today's Mojo. And the things that you're going to want to have, many of which are from the Holiday Mini. This is what the stencil will look like from the Definitely Decorative catalog. I've got a piece of just Whisper White paper. I'm going to be using Real Red ink and a little bit of soft suede ink. And one of the darlings of the new catalog, which is the one of the new shimmer paints. This one that I'm using today is platinum. It gives a little bit more opaque finish, which works out nicely for the effect that I'm going for today. So to get started, I'm going to take my stencil and lay it down flat and keep it steady. You'll notice that there's a little bit of red. The stencils will stain some after a while. It doesn't affect in any way what you're using or doing, so don't worry about it, but that's what you're seeing there, and that's normal. I'm using a little post-it note here so that I can create a separate color for that little top portion. I'm going to do that in the soft suede, and then I'm going to do the rest in Real Red. So I just use a sponge. They recommend you can use brushes, you can do all kinds of things, but I'm looking for just sort of a mottled effect on my ornament. And I'm just going to keep just pressing it in because I don't have all those fancy brushes, and this works just fine. But I layer it quite a bit to kind of give it a nice saturated color. And it's great because it's creating a crisp edge for us. And it's going to be lovely. Very good. Now I'm going to leave it right in place. And actually I'm going to grab another sticky note. And now I'm going to cover the bottom half. The reason I'm using a second sticky note is sometimes when I just flip it around, I get a little bit of transfer. So I'm going to take a new sponge and I'm going to dip it in the soft suede. And I'm just going to do the top part, the little hanging section, in soft suede. Very easy to do. It doesn't have to be perfect. As a matter of fact, if it's a vintage look you're after, it doesn't need to be perfect. So now I'm going to peel this back. And we have a crisp and pretty ornament going. Now here's the really fun part. We're going to use this pretty stencil. This one is from the Vintage Ornaments 1. And the first part was from the Vintage Ornaments 2. You can mix and match any way that you want. So I've got that layered on top, and then shake up your paint real good. For this one I use a sponge dauber. It's just easier, I think, than using a bigger sponge. And the other reason it's neat to use the dauber is that it fits just right in the top of the paint. See that? So I'm just going to dip it right in there, and then I'm going to start working, dabbing it on the stencil. And you can already see how pretty it's going to be. These shimmer paints are just drop dead gorgeous from the Holiday Mini. I wish I knew if they were going to continue to be around, but they sure have sold well. And I've seen so many beautiful uses for them. make sure I get a nice opaque finish so that it really stands out. This gives an effect sort of similar to using embossing powder, but I think it's a little bit crisper because of the way that it uses. Whoop, there went my camera. And so now I'm going to gently lift this off. And is that just too cool or what? I absolutely love these. And so now you've seen how you can put them together. And I will bring back what the finished card looks like. And details for this card are on my blog for today's Mojo Monday. So thank you so much for joining me with my video. And I hope you learned a little bit of something about how to use the Stampin' Up! Stencils. If you have any questions, please email me, Mary@stampinpretty.com. Thanks for joining me. Bye.